Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone. And unless you have been somewhere under a rock, I'm sure that you are aware that the shit has truly hit the fan for Diddy. Somehow CNN has gotten a hold of the footage of him putting his foot in Cassie's ass, literally. And in response, this sorry motherfucker decided to add insult to injury and come down to the internet to offer some public apology to who I don't know, because ain't none of us on this internet the people whose ass you put your foot in. So why you coming to tell us sorry is beyond me, but I'm here to talk about it. Now, to start, let me just address my last video, because I want y'all to know that I do know that the whole Gary and Shannon clip was out of context. It was a clip from a larger conversation. It wasn't necessarily serious. And I was really kind of just joking, shooting the because honestly, it fit my narrative about the billionaires wanting black women. And I mean, it just felt good to me. So I do know that that was more of a joke than anything else. And I appreciate y'all coming in the comments and telling me like, look here, yo, that's always down here carrying on about some shit. They've been joking. I love y'all for that. I really do appreciate it. But today I am actually truly triggered. I'm going to do my best to get through this video and say what I have to say and get everything off my chest and off my heart without getting emotional, because it is an emotional subject for me. I'm sure that you've seen the video footage of Diddy doing what he does, beating on Cassie. The footage in and of itself is triggering, it's chilling, it's sickening. It's hard to watch. It's even harder to watch as someone who has experienced that kind of dynamic. Now, I ain't never been with a rich man, a millionaire, billionaire, but I've been with a Diddy, so to speak. And I watched that video twice, and this has triggered me on a level I did not even know I could still be triggered on. So I'm just gonna say what I got to say and get on out the way. And for starters, the first thing Diddy can do is shut the fuck up. You can shut the entire up, because that whack-ass apology was not it. First of all, that man ain't sorry. That man ain't sorry worth a damn. That man doesn't even have life in his eyes. He looks like pure evil to me. Like when you look in his eyes, the only thing you see is fear, and it's fear of him losing everything because he has been exposed for who he is. He's not sorry. He don't feel bad. If he feels bad for anybody, it's for himself. More than anything, he is offended that he has been exposed. Because this is the same man that just a few months ago, if that, I don't think it was a whole few months, but this is the same man that was working with his lawyers, putting out these public statements about enough is enough, and his innocence would be proven, and he would be exonerated, and he's not going to tolerate people dragging his name, when the truth is you dragged that woman through a hotel. So now that the FBI and the CIA and all these other three-letter agencies that raided your house and got hold to the footage that you bought from the hotel so that you could never be discovered, now that they done got hold of that shit and gave it to another three-letter agency called CNN, them motherfuckers skipped TMZ. TMZ can't do shit for us. We need this shit disseminated like government information. Go ahead and put this out there to the world. Let's show them who he is. So now that CNN done got hold to this, and CNN has showed the entire world who you are and what you're capable of, now you down to the internet with these blanket apologies. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted with myself then, and I'm disgusted with myself now. Yeah, your ass is disgusted that you kept that footage that you watched like porn. Because had you not, you'd have never been exposed. You could have still been on this internet lying. That's what you're disgusted about. You're not disgusted that you beat that girl ass, because that was one instance of many. You disgusted that you let her live to tell the story, because we know you was taking them down through the graveyard. This man vehemently denied every allegation against him until there was video footage that he could not refute. And now you down to this internet offering apologies to who? To who? Why are you offering a public apology for a private ass whooping? It wasn't none of us whose ass you had your foot in. So why are you coming down here telling us this bullshit? Even his apologies are antagonistic at best. Even going back to his apology or acknowledgement of Cassie during that award acceptance speech. I think it was at the BET Awards where they gave him some Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah, you got a Lifetime Achievement Award, all right. Yeah, Lifetime of whooping ass and killing niggas. He's up there thanking Cassie for being there through the dark days. You're not thanking her, you're antagonizing this woman. To me, not only is that kind of bullshit antagonistic, it further proves just how not sorry he is. You went on that award show and you said what you said to her. to fuck with her, to show that you still have this power, that I'm still the king in the public, that I'm still celebrated, that I can still antagonize you and there's still nothing you can do about it. That was about showing her that I don't care how far you run, you'll never get away from me because I'm Diddy. He is an abuser through and through from the beginning to the bitter end. And what further pissed me off is getting on the internet, especially like the Facebook, where it's people you actually know, and you see all the people, oh my God, I can't believe he did that to her. Oh my God, I can't believe she was going through that. Oh my God, she deserves every penny. Knowing that they have Diddies in their own circles, in their own families, their friend circles, coming to their house for the holidays, people that they enable and support, knowing that they are Diddies, Cassies who they turn blind eyes to. Like, when I tell you, I'm pissed off. It took everything in me not to get on that internet and tell everybody to shut the entire fuck up. And it was also a reminder to me that Diddies and people of the sort are never lone wolves. They have entire networks of people that support and enable their bullshit because they could not get away with it otherwise. I know from my own experience of being with an abuser how people will cover for the person, lie for the person, enable the person. They will tell you how it's your fault that they can't keep their hands to themselves, knowing that this person has this problem in every relationship that they're in. You just didn't know about it. I remember having an encounter with the abuser's family member who saw that abuser wearing an ass because, listen, now, I saw a lot of people saying, Cassie, get up, Cassie, fight back. And listen, let me tell you something. Until you've been in that situation, I know some people have been, you don't know what you do. Because I've been in the situation and there have been times that I squared, clean up and whooped that ass. And then there have been times where I've been backed into a corner and I know it's a pew-pew right there. And if I make the wrong move, it might be my last move. So you do the same thing Cassie did, you just play dead. I'm telling you from experience, that you don't know what you do. But this particular time, that motherfucker had to wear ass whooping because something I used to say, as soon as we square up, this ain't no Lifetime movie, I'm gonna whoop your ass in here. So his family member saw him wearing an ass whooping and they were like, well, what happened? What's going on? Now all of a sudden, they concerned for him, even though you know he's a damn Diddy. And this motherfucker had the audacity to come to me and ask me, why is he wearing an ass whooping? And I said, well, because your family member has a hand problem. So this motherfucker likes to swing on me like I'm some man in a ring. And it ain't going down like that. This woman told me that I should just take it and walk away. Just don't upset him. Don't hit him back. Just tell him, I'm going to get you later. So I'm supposed to let him whoop my ass in the name of he has so much to lose. Oh my God, how could you ever jeopardize his children? Ma'am, and that's a regular, everyday, ain't no damn body person. Imagine being with somebody who has all the money, all the power, has relationships in places you cannot reach. They be unaliving people and making it look like an accident. Like, imagine. And T.D. Jakes proved my point when he got his big apple head up there Sunday morning to talk about domestic violence in his sermon, but he's giving Diddy a bunch of outs. He's talking about how, when you have this rage you can't control, you need to get help. And talking about abuse, and abusers are not always the man. It's these dog whistles. But I also know that that's not that far-fetched because I know that big-time abusers sit up in church every Sunday, sometimes on Wednesday and Thursday too. But even beyond just the individual Diddy Cassie situation, I know how common that is. I know how often it happens. I've lost women in my family at the hands of abusive men. So when I tell you he can take this public apology and stick it up his private parts, I mean that from the depths of my soul. He can kiss my entire, don't nobody want to hear this bullshit. It's literally antagonistic because he does not mean it. It's so insincere, it's sick, and it's just another move in his chess game. The problem is your ass has been checkmated. And I don't want to hear any villain origin stories about, well, we don't know what he saw growing up and we don't know what he endured and maybe he saw his dad beating on his mom. Well, that should have been enough to make him keep his hands and feet off any other woman. This thing for me, it just triggered in me that I didn't even realize could still be triggered. It brought to the surface for me just how deep the wounds run and how empty the apologies are and how thoughtless, how careless, how abusive this kind of person has to be to their core. Because for you to know that you have inflicted that level of trauma on a person and still go out of your way to poke at them, every chance you get, every time you get a platform and a microphone, you got something to say, to poke at them, to continue to abuse them in any way that you can. You have to be from the pits of hell, and may the wrath of God have its way with you. I can't imagine turning on your TV trying to watch some BET Awards, trying to see you a little old school hip hop show, and here come this motherfucker. I want to thank you for being there in the dark times. All right, the dark times coming, mother. I'm about to call the law. I pray that Diddy gets everything, I mean everything he deserves. I hope karma don't skip shit. I hope that he gets back everything that he has inflicted tenfold. I also hope that all of this being exposed will open up a greater conversation so that before you carry on by Diddy and oh my God, he needs to be taken down and Cassie deserves every penny, how about you check the Diddys in your own life? The Diddies that you sit at the same table with during the holidays. The Diddies who you will defend at any cost. Check them. Check on the Cassies who you turn a blind eye to or who you justify them getting their ass whooped because of something about them you don't like or you think they deserve it or she thinks too much of herself. Like, y'all know I usually try to keep it lighthearted and funny and we have a good time. We laugh and this, that, and third. But I don't have anything lighthearted or funny to say about this. This, whatever version of this y'all are seeing is probably my second or third time recording it. It hurts to see these empty, this bullshit performative apology, and then to see all the people who you know have justified, enabled, turned a blind eye. When you, to see them, I can't believe he would do that. I know you lying. And I ain't got no bond money. So rather than get on them Facebooks and all that shit and really go in on somebody who I'm going to have to run into in the street and whoop their, I just decided to come down here and get it off my chest with y'all because this shit triggered me. And you know, while I'm down here talking about it, I don't know who's been through what. But if you have been in a Cassie situation, if you've been the Cassie in that dynamic, forgive yourself. Cassie didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that. Women who endure abuse don't deserve that. The monster has been exposed. The mask has been taken off. There is no more reading between the lines. There is no more denial and questions and maybes. And now everyone knows for certain who is who and what is what. Now she gets to be free. And I pray that for every woman that has endured this type of dynamic. I pray that you know you didn't deserve it. I pray that your monster is exposed. And I pray that you get to live life happy and free because that's what you deserve. But that's it, that's all, and I ain't got no more. So I thank you so much for coming down here listening to me and letting me get that off my chest. That was heavy. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, y'all know I love you and I mean it. Bye.